my matric number is 2421122. For this PTG, I chose the university registry course. I will now display my coding. So okay, so can you guys see the screen? Uh, is it visible? Okay. So
Yes.
it says in the PTG that I have to add 3 classes: student, course, and registration, but I added another one, information, just to make sure. So first of all, I would explain about the student class. It's pretty simple. I have my attributes here: private string, major, private in year, GPA, and picked course. Um, so here I've had my constructors over here, and I use a getter to get the information. So from my tester, um, these are the data. So basically, it will fetch all the data as each one got together. And I info method to display the student information. Basically, there's a name, student ID, major, year, GPA, courses picked. Next, we'll head on to the course class. It's basically the same thing as the student class. We got the course major requirements, course year requirements, course GPA, capacity, and enrolled students. Basically, enrolled students is for the students enrolled inside the courses, of course. And these, the ones that are labeled requirements are basically like the so-called requirements. If a student wants to join this course, then um, they would have requirements. The course has requirements basically. So we got the constructors and the getters here. These return. And then we also have the info method so that we can display the course info, the name, course, requirements, eligible, students eligible for the first year. Okay, we'll head on to the registration. This is like basically the main, this is like, or this is the class I would usually use. So of course we have our array list for students in this course. So for example, inside the course, contain there should contain students. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention for capacity. So I set it up on my tester to students because I again it's a tester. So I'll just put 2 instead. So we're gonna use it this registration. So all the students in this course would be put inside this array list, and we'll put the all course inside here, and the max student per course, of course. We'll put this constructors over here, and use add course. So it basically adds all the courses into the array list, this array list, of course. And now we head on to the check student method. I use Boolean. So public Boolean check student. I initialize it first, string course pick. So it means that it's a get picked course. It is the name. And then we got the course selected. No. So basically, this is like a nested loop. So this is to check if the course is inside. If the course is inside the array list, if not found, then we'll head on to this one. If it's null, then this course is not found. It'll return false. Chill. Just break it. It'll just return false so that we can, so the thing could continue here. Then we're gonna have check student. Oh wait, no, sorry. So head on here. If selected is full. This is to determine if the class is full. So you got get current enrollment, bigger or same as select courses. The it'll print out the course is full and it'll return false. And then we have this, I initialize all of these. So like major requirements, year requirements, GPA requirements. So for major requirement students get major equals to the thing. So basically if or say this person is AI and the course is for AI students, it will be equal. So this year, get year, selected course year, students less, like more or less, basically like that. And this is like to check for requirements um if the student's requirements have been fulfilled, the three of them has been fulfilled, um it'll return true, or else if it's not, you are not qualified for this course. Sorry. And then after this, we use the add student method. Use the if check student. Um, we just have to check if it's true. If it's true or not, then put it'll put the student inside. Then we're gonna check all the courses, and if the courses has been picked, we add the students inside, and then it says that the student has been registered inside this course. Then this is for display. Basically, use nested to find a course, and then we put uh if turns out there's no course that we read as course not found. Okay, then if it's true, we just put the students are enrolled in, for example, uh, course name, wait, fundamentals of programming enrolled in here. I'll just check, review the output of it. It's selected, no students enrolled yet. So this is if to check if student if the course is empty or not. Okay, all students in the course pick. This is for the in the courses or integer. I'll just explain it when I do the output. This is the tester, basically. Okay, if we output it, it should come up like this. This is for like the students enrolled in programming. This is what I said. Course name, instruction programming enrolled. This is for the students' capacity. Students' introduction into programming. We put the students. So we print out all the students in sequence 1 and 2. Basically like that. Okay, this is like the course info and the student info. And yeah, I think that's basically it. Do you guys have any questions? Wait, I'll stop my
Okay,
sharing.
question for you. So I asked,
Okay, does anyone have a question?
I have a question for you.
Yes. Sorry.
Did you hear
Let
me?
me just use my. Hold on. Okay. So what's your
Okay, so
question?
I made a simple question. Why do you need a Boolean to do the check student method?
Oh, okay.
So
So
that's the question.
why do I use the Boolean exactly? So I use it to determine if the student is qualified or not. So if it turns true, basically the student will be registered. The students are eligible. If it's false, then we can't add the student in the add student method. Basically, that's it. Uh, yes, to make things easier, because if I didn't use the Boolean, I'll use a lot of if else methods. It'll be a lot for me. So I'll just use the Boolean to make it simpler. Yeah, that's it.
Uh, I'm curious of why do you need to add the information class in the program?
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
That's a good question. So basically, why do I need information class? So there's this requirement, right, in the PTG to add at least one overriding method. So I used the info. So for student and courses, I have the info method. Basically, I used it to override. Um, because they have the same methods, so I'll just use the override method lah. That that makes sense. Questions?
Okay, can I ask a question?
Yeah, ask away, ask away.
So why is there no parameter for the info method? It was in the information class.
Okay. So good question, actually, because the parameters and the info basically inside the information class, um if we added like parameters, it'll just confuse the system. So that's why I just blank it out. And basically, we don't use that because we can. It's like an instance method. It's an instance variable. You get it? Uh, basically, it means that each child class. So the super method is the information class, and the child method is the student and the courses class. So we added. So basically, why I didn't put it so that we can add like the instances variables inside the info on the student courses uniquely, so it's special uniquely. That's why I override it so that we can so that lesson each of them have a special variable. Basically, that's it. If it makes sense.
Okay, thank you.
Questions? Any
I have a question. Why did you use super in the constructor for both the student and the course class?
Oh, it's to basically, I have to initialize the um attributes from the information class, which is the name and the ID. That's why I use super to like call it inside the student and course method to make it, because it's an inheritance. Yes, that's why I use that. It is basically essential.
Okay, so mine would be the last question.
Yeah.
Is it possible to use double and for the if statement to check students' requirements?
Um, again, like I think I already mentioned that. So in my code, we have this in one course, for example, there is three requirements, and three of these should be um requirements have to be fulfilled by the students. For example, if the student it determines the student's GPA, year, and major. For example, if one student is um a mathematician in mathematic major, but he's signing into a fundamentals of programming course. Basically, inside the course data, it's not eligible. But since he's also a first year and his GPA is high, it is actually it does it is required, but again, um we have three of these requirements must be fulfilled. So that's why I use an or method instead of an and. If I use an and, it will basically have a logic error. It'll cause a logic error. Basically, that's it. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
So I hope everyone gets it. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for this meeting. Thank you.